What's up, everybody? This is Everything Empress. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. If you want a more personal, you can reach me at patreon.com/code with the cards. All right, so Virgo, I don't never ever hear y'all curse ever. Okay. I was about to say that. All right, so I feel like you're saying, like, you know, this SHIT is already, it's too watered down. You like, bro, yeah. You like, this junk is too watered down. So I feel like you are like the original for something, and like now something is being watered down. So like you could be a scientist or a professor. You could have been like the founding person of like a company or corporation, or you were around in the beginning when it was founded. So you could be like a, you know, like an OG to like this big empire or this big company or this big whatever that has built itself. Okay, so I feel like you got onto something, or you caught onto something right in the early phases. Things could be stock. And like, now that you're onto it, you're like, okay, I'm here. Like, you know, like, and as new people come in, I feel like you feel like it's watered down. Make sure y'all like this for me, by the way. Like it. And so now you're like, ugh, like, it's just not exciting anymore. You know what I'm saying? You like, you know, I feel like you do something because like you enjoy it, but it's not exciting anymore because you're now watching it be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're watching it be like monopolized. You like, it's just too many people here. You're not gonna quit, but like, I just feel like you just feel like it's just too much going on. Yeah, you got the Judgment. Yeah, you are thinking about quitting. Wow. All right, because I feel like you have the Eight of Pentacles here. All right, you have the Queen of Cups, the Emperor. So you could have Aries in your chart or Aquarius. I just feel like you're saying to yourself, like, it's not as exciting as something was before. Like, I feel like if you work on like a college campus, or you work in a college dorm or something like that, like, I feel like they're creating all of these rules, you know? You like, all of these rules are making me so irritated, because it's like, why do you have all of that or something like that? Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. You like, bro, you used to be able to come somewhere and just, so this could be like a country club or like an establishment, a bar. All right, you like, I could used to come in here and just have a good time and vibe, but like, now every time you come somewhere or you go into this establishment, it's an issue. This could be an app. It could be like something that you're on. You like, bro, every time I go here, it's a problem now. Like, it's just becoming too much. You like, I just really want to just, you know, you want to get in and get out, you know, like, but I feel like somebody just keeps making it an issue. Yeah, somebody is in your way. They see you carrying all of this. You see that? They see you carrying all of this, and they still would rather stop here and just get in your way. Like, it could actually be another earth sign. Maybe you brush somebody the wrong way. All right, tell me more about these people, why they standing in Virgo's way. Yeah, I feel like somebody wants to figure out like what you're trying to do first. Somebody's like, okay, can you explain to me, like, so if this is like you talking to somebody, you know, you are a Virgo, I feel like you do reach the highest focal point of something. So like, maybe you finally reach a CEO or something like that, and you like, hey, I got an idea or a solution on how to like maybe like help with someone's workload or help with whatever this issue or the situation is, and somebody doesn't want to hear it. So if you're a Virgo male, I feel like somebody is not trying to hear what you got to say. They're purposely in the way. Somebody's purposely changing something just so you look bad. Like, that's what it looked like to me. I feel like too, yeah, see what I'm saying? I feel like somebody goes from being the voice of something. One second. I feel like somebody goes from being the voice of something and like being like the beginning of something to now somebody's like, oh, you know, like, you're the bad guy. Like, this is like somebody hires you, and as soon as they hire you, you're the best thing since sliced bread. And then as time goes on, you're the problem. And you're like, well, how the hell am I the problem? And, you know, you haven't said nothing. You ain't done nothing. Like, I just feel like, you know, they could tell that, you know, of all people, that something is becoming watered down. And because it's benefiting them or their pockets here with the Seven of Pentacles, they don't want to say something. So they rather you stay quiet too. But like, I feel like you're in something, or you were in something because it had creativity. You know, it was amazing. It was good. It was nice. It was creative, you know, and now somebody is just around and they just making it damn right weird. Yeah. So I feel like you just kind of like staying to yourself and figuring out like your next move, because Judgment is in there. I feel like, you know, if this is a job, I feel like you just quietly waiting for your, you know, for your exit. Yeah. I feel like too, you got like a lot of people just kind of like, they know you feel some type of way about it. So they're just waiting for you to say something. So be mindful who you talk to at your workplace, because I feel like as soon as you speak to somebody about something, you talk to this person and then immediately, you know, they start making it an issue or they start making it a problem. So you could have Taurus in your chart. That was kind of like a part of Taurus reading. Taurus reading was like, you know, everybody was just kind of like watching them and trying to calculate like their moves as well. So, and I feel like as soon as they figure out, which they never do, you know, what you got going on, you know, like it's an issue. So I feel like you're going to accept something. You just like, you know, somebody's like, hey, you know, I thought about it. Like, you know, that's get a hot dog and like put a necklace around it. What do you think about that? You like, I love it. They're like, yeah, I do too. Fuck it, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like it's one of those things. You like, if you want to be dumb, I'm gonna let you. It's like, you're not really about to argue with somebody about being stupid. You know what I'm saying? You have other stuff that you're trying to do that make you, excuse me, that make you get out of this, you know, energy of hearing stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? Eventually you might go to work alone on something that has to do with like your own, you know, like you could be building your own empire or something like that. And that could be why you're doing this, because you're funding what you're building through this. But I feel like with the 7 of Swords here, like I think somebody knows that, they just don't have clarity or they can't prove it. All right, thanks.